Oh, yeah. What's up, West Little Rock? Hey, I already saw that tons of folks are hopping on. I see Christy Moore and a number, Tanner Bizette, Harry Bates. Y'all are hopping on, and it's going great. And so we're so glad that you guys have hopped on for trivia. I mean, with our West Little Rock fam, we're going to figure out who knows the most about something tonight, but I'm not quite ready to reveal the topic. And so real quick, we're playing with Kahoot. If you've never played with Kahoot, it works pretty simply. You're either going to go to kahoot.it. And actually, if you don't already have the Kahoot app on your device, then don't worry about anything else. Just go to kahoot.it, and it's going to ask you for a code, and it's 762-3640. And then just to make it very easy for us to know who wins, because again, I see a lot of smack talk already happening, make sure you put your nickname as your first and your last name, because that's going to make sure that whenever we see the winner, whenever that top podium spot gets placed, we know who it is that has won. And so, guys, I just want to let you know, if this is your first time on a YouTube Live, don't worry, I can't see you. And so if you're going to interact tonight, you need to do it in the comments. And we hope that you guys interact a lot tonight. And so the thing that you need to know is this, is that I can't see you, but we also at West Little Rock have been doing a lot of different group styles. We've been using group FaceTime and Zoom calls. And so the thing you need to understand about those is that they can see you, and that's actually their purpose. And so I just want to give you my top 3 hints of what not to do on a Zoom call, what not to do on a group FaceTime. And number 1, I hope this is obvious, but apparently it's not. Don't go to the bathroom. Okay, I heard a story from an actual middle school teacher about a middle school student that did not follow this, and it became very awkward very quickly, because even if they can't see you, they can hear you. And if you don't mute that microphone. See lots of folks coming in. So number 1, don't go to the bathroom when you're on a Zoom call just because they're not near you. Number 2 is this: don't eat chips while you're on a Zoom call. Because again, there are some people, I just happen to be one of them, who, when I hear the noise of crunching, like I'm on the verge of losing my sanity. And so let's just care about the people like us. Oh, there she is. Hope Little just hopped on the game. And so just want to let y'all know that your chances of winning have decreased significantly. Not because she knows the questions, not because she's my bride, but because she's just that bright, y'all. So don't eat chips. Number 3 is simply this. Don't walk outside in the wind. Man, there is nothing worse than wind blowing in a microphone. And so again, for those of you who have just hopped on, man, welcome. We're so glad you're here to play trivia with us tonight. Again, the winner will get pizza delivered for your household at the end of this. And so to make it easy, make sure that you put your first and last name as your nickname. You're going to go to kahoot.it. If you've never played a Kahoot before, you're going to go there. It's going to ask you for the code that's on the screen. And then you are going to put your nickname as your first and your last name. It's just going to make it easy for us on the backside to get in touch with you. If you use the nickname that's not your first and your last name, then here's what I need you to do. Over in the comments, I need you to write out your name that you used, your nickname that you used for Kahoot, just so we have a record, if you will, of who's playing under which name. So again, if you didn't use your first and last name, go ahead and put your nickname in the comments section of YouTube. So I got to tell you, and I love that it's already happening, because we may be asking on a Christian gathering, a Christian trivia game like this for a church family gathering, is smack talk allowed? And I'm going to tell you this, not only is it allowed, but number 1, you need to understand that your staff team, right, the pastors of this church are going to set the example for smack talk, because they are some of the most competitive people I know. More on that later. And so listen, you're going to talk, when you find out, especially that you're ahead of Harry Bates, you're going to let him know in the comments, right? If you know him personally and you have his phone number, you're going to text him nonstop during this game as long as you're ahead of him, because he needs to know that he's not winning. And here's the deal. If you have his phone number, call him. Call him. Distract him while he's trying to answer trivia questions so that we keep him not winning. Because again, Harry Bates, in case y'all don't know this, the most competitive man on the planet. I really believe that. I'll tell you more about that here in a second. Also, here's the deal. If you want to play on multiple devices in a single house, so here's what I'm saying. If you have multiple phones, multiple computers, and you think your internet can handle it, then go ahead and sign up multiple times. Give yourself a chance. If you guys want to discuss questions as they come up, take your time, because the thing you need to understand about Kahoot is that getting the correct answer is only part of the scoring. The other part of scoring is how quickly you get that answer in. And so again, like if you want to play multiple folks so that you can then even smack talk in the comfort of your own living room, you go for it. Okay. Because again, this is a church family gathering, and listen, families love each other no matter what happens during trivia night. And so, guys, we're going to get started here in just a little bit. I just wanted to make sure we gave plenty of time for everybody who wanted to get in. And so I got to tell you one story before we get started. So a couple of days ago, I was driving to where my office is at the Greater Little Rock location for New Life Church. And I'm on the phone with Harry Bates, and I think we're actually discussing this event right here. And as we're talking, Harry Bates makes it known that he sees me, and I look over and he is right next to me driving. And now at that point, because whether it was a race beforehand, it became a race at that very moment. And so in my mind, because Harry Bates, most competitive, me next to most competitive. And so all of a sudden at that point, I just like start figuring out how am I going to beat him to GLR. And in his mind, he starts figuring out how he's going to mess with me. And so he pulls up right next to the slowest car I've ever seen on the boulevard and just slows down. And now listen, Harry is what I like to call a purposeful driver. And so for him to slow down, it was for no other reason than to make sure that I could not pass him. And so at that point, I was very fed up, incredibly frustrated, but that's what I love about our pastor. Okay. And so y'all, you got about 2 more minutes to get in, and then we are going to get started. Okay. Again, multiple people from your house can sign in on Kahoot and can give this a shot. And we're going to get started here in just a moment. Right now, I want to say hey to Sarah Busso. I see her. Stacy Mitchell is up there. Post Harry's number. That's hilarious. Don't do that, because again, we don't want to